Magic communities are dying, and let me tell you why. Hi, I'm Alon, and I'm a currently 16-year-old magician, content creator, and a community builder. And I would like to tell you how magic communities nowadays are crumbling down. As we all know, the magic community is a large place filled with lots and lots of magicians. And each and every year, the magic community slowly falls down and collapses. All around the world, less and less people enter magic. There's lots of different fields and reasons why to this and why this happens. But I'm here to talk about how the magic community in itself is slowly falling apart. I've been a magician for the better part of 5 years. And ever since I joined, it's been quite tough to find a place where I can interact, engage, and talk with magicians. I think when it comes to new magicians, mentalists, and whoever you are, when you're looking for a place, a new community, you want a welcoming, a kind, a positive environment, and as well a place with resources, a place where you could join and instantly be welcomed into your new family. Before the internet, magicians would thrive and magic clubs would always get better and better as new magicians would enter the market and look for new ways to find magic. People would often meet up in real life, in clubs, in bars, in places, and share ideas, jam, and have fun. I'd like to give a lot of credit to Craig Petty for this video. And as he would say, magic communities are...
It's just, for want of a better word, pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. There's a bunch of, there's 5 or 6 old blokes in a room, and that's it.
We're currently in 2023, and at first, magic communities and events would take place once every 2 days, then once a week, then once every 2 weeks, and then once a month, and now it's like once every 6 months. And I think the decline of meetings happening very often is a huge problem in the magic industry. Members don't really know each other. They don't have that connection a magic community should have. And new members feel discouraged, demotivated when entering a brand new community. At the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly how we as a magic community should act and fix this problem, and ways that I as a community builder myself have tried to impact and improve the magic community as a whole. I'd like to start with a first point, that when you enter a magic community, you usually think it's a magic community, right? Everybody should be talking about magic. But nowadays, magic communities are kind of becoming one thing where friends and people, they join and talk less about magic. Now correct me if I'm wrong, if people were only talking about magic all the time, it would get boring and people wouldn't build connections as friends. They'd just be like, hey, I'm a magician, let me show you this, let me show you this. And it truly would get boring. But as a new member, I'm looking for a place where people support each other and talk about magic, right? And you're coming in, imagine you're coming into a bar right now, and there's a magic gathering. People are supposed to meet up and jam. But then all they're talking about is football, video games, and you're so confused, you feel discouraged, and you don't really know what to do. In a magic community, you'd expect to receive full support, full help. You'd expect you're coming into a bar, and as Craig Petty says, maybe there should be people to welcome you, to host you, to say, here you go, let me help you, you're a new member, come over here, let me show you, this is Paul, John, Jack, and we run this amazing community, and what type of magic do you do? Which brings me on to my next point. When you have a new member, you'd like to get to know them better. I think loyalty is key in a community. When a new member joins, you'd expect the community to go, hey, what's your name? What type of magic do you do? How long have you been doing magic? Introduce them to the entire community. I think nowadays, magic communities sort of lose that and it declines a lot, where people just join and people forget about you. People don't know who you are. No one says a welcome message for you. And I think that demotivates members. Especially the fact that lots of communities are so old-fashioned, even though the world has moved on. There's more technology. Now, communities in real life are absolutely great, but the power of technology and the power of the virtual world should be taken advantage of. In 2023, connecting magicians from all around the world is key. The ability to interact, jam, have events, have resources, all in one place where someone in India and someone in the US can join together every single week. But sometimes I feel like magicians are too shy and lazy to talk and meet new people from all around the world, and they just stick to their local communities. Now, I think this is absolutely okay, and I'm not dissing on anything. The power of the virtual world should truly be taken care of, and people should take it a little less lightly. Once a member joins a few meetings or so, they join the first one, they join the second one, but then they start to feel discouraged. They come one day, and then they never come back. I think truly, like I've said before, loyalty is so important when you build a community, especially from scratch. If you don't have loyalty, members will never come back. They won't trust you, and then you won't even have that sense of a community. As I tell you these points, and as I tell you the problems, I'm also going to tell you how to fix it. And I'm going to talk about my community, the Magic Alon Society. Boom, as you see right here. This community is something I've been proud of and I've built for a very long time. And I'd like to share how my community has grown and used all these issues to become a one friendly, amazing environment. Now, I'm gonna be as least biased as I can, but on the other hand, I've tried to take all these problems and build a community that reduces every single thing here and reduces all the friction that a Magic community nowadays would have. And I'm gonna give you a few examples. And at the end of this video, if you're convinced, I highly encourage you to check the link in the description and join our community. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. Now, in my society, how do we fix this issue of loyalty? Well, we try and have the most loyal and most welcoming community as possible. As soon as a member joins, not only do we greet them, do we say hello and ask them all the questions, we like to tell them that we're a second family. That's actually our slogan, a second family. I believe that having a second family in life is key. These aren't just friends, these are people that you go to as soon as you have a question. When you're working on a new trick, you have a new gig, you're getting stuck with your creativity. It's a place that you go on and you instantly receive that feedback you need. We have weekly jams every single week on our Discord server, and I feel like every single person that attends, I know them so well. They're like a member of my family. And how do we know this works? Well, members always come back, the same members. And whenever we get a new member, we see a trend that members keep coming back. This shows us that they're enjoying themselves. And when it comes to Magic communities in the world right now, those that aren't really virtual and those that I've mentioned before that don't do these things, people lose it. And numbers in Magic communities slowly decrease across the years. And I think this is something that should be taken very seriously. Making everybody feel welcome is exactly what the word community stands for. It truly is here. This is the definition of what the word community actually means by the Oxford Dictionary. Do you see how important it is to have a community? If you don't build these personal connections on a higher level, people are just gonna come in for a lecture, watch it, probably not even take notes, leave, and never ever come back. Once again, I'm not saying anything against the Magic communities. In fact, I've been a part of so many Magic communities that do the opposite. They're great. They build loyalty. They build relationships. But I wanted to take it a step further and see what I can do as a creator myself. And let me tell you exactly what I did. Often, Magic communities follow the exact same structure. It's just lecture after lecture after lecture.
2,000 years later.
You get the point, right? I just feel like it gets so boring that people just leave. Now, lectures are great, but making the community filled with lots and lots of different activities, a range of different things, is very important. You want to make members come back. And if they're always used to the exact same type of event, the exact same type of structure, they're gonna fall asleep like I did. I'm awake. In the Magic Alon Society, we actually have something that fixes this. Not only do we have a huge lineup of lectures all the time, in fact, you're probably watching this and scheduled, we have a lot of events already. We also have this thing called live sessions, where we talk a specific subject and topic in Magic, and then we have a nice little discussion about it, like a mini jam. Also, I think jamming is always important. Not only it builds such a good level amongst different members, it is always such a great place where members share new ideas and people gain new ideas. I've had members, lots of people in my community who come back to me, tell me, oh my gosh, Alon, this jam was incredible. I learned something that I'm gonna use all the time. It makes me so happy to hear things like this. We have jams happening every single Friday at 8 CET, 2 EST, and it's in our Discord server, which you can find by being a part of the society and joining us today. We also give out lots of prizes. I think that's something that motivates members to join, and it's something really fun to do. We really invest a lot into the community. And something Something that's my favorite is a game we have called Alon, which Craig Petty might actually explain to you just right now.
You know, I've seen some clubs in the past and they've done like a Penn and Teller Foolers Night where they get a couple of experienced magicians in and the members have to fool those magicians, a little bit like Penn and Teller Foolers.
It's so much fun, acting like a Fool Us game where they have to fool me and my good member Joseph. It's so much fun and members love it, especially when there's a prize for the winners. And here's something very important. Like I've mentioned before, it's actually an issue when members don't talk magic, but I think it's important to have a mix between magic and non-magic. There's this thick line that should be crossed. So what we also have is events such as game nights and movie nights for members to have that sort of time that's non-magical. So if I had one piece of advice for your community, if you're a community builder, you want to start a community, or you're part of a community, make sure that your community has a range of activities. Make sure they're trying to do the best what's for you, not for them. Because if they don't have you, then they don't have them, if that makes sense. Without you, there is no community. A community is a group of people. You can't have a community without the members that are enjoying themselves, coming back and having a good time. I've got a couple more points I'd like to discuss. And these ones are a little bit more important too. As Craig says, most communities nowadays consist of...
Most magic clubs are elderly white men. And as last time I checked, there's a lot of magicians that aren't elderly white men.
And this is a very, very important point. There are so many women in magic and so many young children. And I always see in Facebook groups people saying, oh my gosh, don't join this community. There's only young kids who don't know what they're doing. Or don't join this community. It's only filled with women and blah, blah, blah. It just disgusts me. It truly does. Seeing the fact that the magic community hasn't even evolved yet. I'm a 16-year-old magician myself, a young magician, and I think having all genders, all ages, and no matter what background you come from, including the skill level of what magic you do, is so important to make members feel welcomed as a community owner. In the Magic Island Society, not only do we encourage all ages, all genders, all skill levels to join, but we also consist of over 40 nationalities to date today. Having people want to join, want to feel important is so important. And by showing that you welcome everybody, people are going to feel more inclined to join. And that gives you such a positive head start in a community. I'm not going to keep this video way too long. And I've got a final point about resources. And I think this is very important. There's a huge lack of resources recently in the magic communities and lots of lack of knowledge being passed around. Whenever you join a magic community, unless you're the Magic Circle with their huge library filled with magic books, then you have no idea where to go and where you can learn. And you ask yourself, why is everything so expensive in the magic community? Murphy's Magic, you know what I'm talking about. In a magic community, they expect there to be a content library, a place where members can go and instantly start learning the moment they join. This is besides the lectures, besides the events, where you get such a large amount of knowledge fed into you. This is a place that you can go instantly. And I think the fact of making it free is so important because there's so many expensive things in magic nowadays that people aren't sure if they should invest and afford it. What if you're a hobbyist like me? I own this community and I don't really make much money off magic. I still want to invest and learn, right? I'm sure lots of you watching right now are thinking the exact same thing. In the society, we have a huge content library of over 300 plus free magic resources. This includes free downloads, which actually support shops. These aren't pirated stuff. These are actually links to effects that cost absolutely $0. And we've done all the work for you. As a community owner, you should take liability and control and stance to make your community as powerful and amazing as it is. Even if at first your members feel discouraged, you should always try your best. We also include recommendations of cards, playing cards, magic tricks, mentalism effect, Rubik's cubes. Every event we also record and we have a video replay folder. And something I really love is courses. We actually have a social media course and an OBS course soon. We have a course coming on how to build a community and lots more. This means when a member is in your community, they always have so much to learn that they never ever get bored. This is something truly powerful and you should use this very wisely. Also, as my final point, it is so important that you update your community whenever you can. I see communities all the time where you go on Facebook, they join, and the last post was from 6 months ago. What? If a new member whoever joins, they see that 6-month-old post, they're like, what? Is this community active? Is it reliable enough? I don't know. And then what they probably do is leave. Well, that's about it. I'm absolutely done with this video, and I hope you really enjoyed. Now, I think magic communities truly are dying, and without your help, yes, your help, there's nothing we can do to fix this. Well, there is. This is not an advertisement video in any way or form to my community, not at all. But I do want to tell you, when you finish watching this video, of course, let me know in the comments down below what you think, but also tell me if this has changed your thoughts about the magic community as a whole. Like I said, I have nothing against the magic community. I've been a part of so many, and because of all these issues, I've decided to create my own. By no way is my community the best magic community ever. I have never said that. But I do think, as a young magician myself, I want to leave this world leaving a more magical footprint. And to do that, we need your help. So if you are part of a magic community, help them, let them improve, grow, and try and fix these problems. My name is Alon. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're already not. Click the notifications because I'm going to be making a lot more videos just like this. More tutorials, more videos, more content, and I hope you really enjoyed this sort of stuff. Of course, I've also got to credit one amazing person for all their effort in the magic community. Craig Petty. He's an absolutely brilliant guy, and if you guys aren't subscribed to his YouTube already, please check the link in the description. There's a video that actually inspired to make this one, and he's got so many brilliant videos, reviews, and he's an amazing person as a whole, even his son Ryland. Absolutely brilliant people that I got to meet at Blackpool. So please check out Craig Petty's channel, and I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day, and see you next time.